Yeah. Look, guys, we got Jimmy G in the house. He's brought some of the best food a white guy's ever made.
Say that again.
Let me tell y'all the truth here, bro. Look, I met this guy at the blendery. You already know this is an Art of Whiskey here. And first time I met him, he was like, man, I seen them dogs, man. He told, send his condolences for Ego, man. And I hear people be like, I'll fuck with you. But this motherfucker told me about all the dogs, man. So I was like, oh, he been watching.
Yeah, I've followed your page for way before the blendery. And then when I saw you, I was like, I know this cat. Where do I know this cat? So it all clicked. It all clicked in my head with the blendery.
So I've learned about bourbon and whiskey, which you probably could talk more than I could because we still new to this. Man, what's your favorite thing about bourbon or whiskey, or just the community and all the things that brings people together?
I think that's it right there. In a nutshell, the community, the camaraderie. A lot of people are in it to flip a bottle and make a buck and whatever, to each his own. But to me, it's more about sharing an expression of somebody's craftsmanship and artisan. It's like, to me, this is like cooking at a longer scale, right?
Man, and I learned that too, because Jimmy, he'd crack a bottle that he just spent $230 on.
Easy, and drink half of it with everybody.
Literally.
I did that the other day. Frankfurt a foul, like half my bottles gone, but I don't care. That's the way it's supposed to be, bro.
Man, dude. So I said, look, Jimmy, we got to do more episodes, especially on our page. I'm finding our groove and what I think will work for us. And I told him, man, I'd love to sit down, have some bourbon talks, share some whiskey, try some bottles he's got, make some good food. Brothers and brought some food in here, man.
Here we go.
He brought some. Look, it's very few times I say motherfucker can cook. This motherfucker.
I put my foot in that, man.
Hey, that motherfucker can cook. This shit is lit.
Yes,
and I get excited when people are like you're a craftsman, man, with this stuff. I can tell.
I take pride in it. You know.
This turkey breast right here.
Yes, sir.
I would never in my life think to make a turkey breast. That shit is so moist and so flavorful and so good. You'd have thought somebody else made it. But Buddy here did it, man. So he's never had golden grains. So Jamarcus brought one of his bottles because I only got one left. He said, I got two, so I'll bring mine. And then he brought us something we've never had, which is Happy Accident. What is this?
So I think this is from Battle of the Blends. Listen, this was one of my first visit to Blendery. Me and Jennifer Nicole, my girlfriend, went and I left with like 6 bottles. But I had tried a bunch of different ones. Yeah. And so I left literally 5 or 6 bottles, and this was one of them, bro. But I just remember how good it was, but I couldn't tell you nothing else about it, except I think it was in Battle of the Blends, if I'm reading right. So anyway, I think it's dope. We'll try it.
And walk us through the Heaven Hill. Now, people, I just learned about Heaven Hill at KBF. The line to this fucking thing,
bro. They make some spectacular brands. They're like, so Heaven Hill's like kind of like the top,
because
they
they're
got
literally
like Elijah Craig. They got all these different
the first
ones.
distillery in Kentucky.
Yeah.
So everything gets a dispo number, distillery number. They're number 1. So the line, the people who had bought VIP to get in early stood in line for an hour just to stand in line for another hour.
Yeah, it's all about lines there, right? But hey, Reverend Elijah Craig was the first one to mash. He had excess corn, and he didn't know what to do with it. So that's the story, and that's the truth. Isn't that cool? So he was a reverend, bro, mashing in good booze. Praise God.
You know what? You learn something new every day, and that's why I keep showing up every day to have a good time and definitely hang out with people like him. You know, Jimmy, I don't got a lot of friends, man. He's one of the people you're like, I gotta be friends with this dude, man. You gotta be friends.
Well, I appreciate it. I feel the same way about you guys. Like from the get-go, it was a good chemistry, you know what I'm saying? So
the synergy was right where it needed to be. So we're gonna crack some bottles. I gotta finish my part of the food. We're gonna keep the camera rolling for the most part, man. But stay tuned, because we're gonna get into this Heaven. Now Heaven Hill, Elijah Craig, are they one and the same?
Yeah, so Heaven Hill is kind of like the top brand, and it's a subsidiary of. Just like you got Henry McKenna is one too. All these different brands are brands from Heaven Hill Distillery. So they got Mellow Corn. They got a bunch of them. Pikesville Rye, that's another one.
Oh, Pikes just got bought out though, didn't it?
Pikesville? I don't know.
Interesting. I gotta look into it. One of them did. It just started. One of the guys told me, but I'm new to this, people. New to the whiskey, the bourbon, and all that stuff. But people like him gonna help us stay sharp and stay on it, man.
I learn something new every day too. That's the cool thing about it. Like, I mean, you know.
Bro, this is. Look, we about to have a blast, man. Stay
tuned. Hey, keep it whiskey.
He said it. Guys.
I got you good on that one,
Listen. We about to get into some whiskey tasting here. So this is the glass that we'll drink when we choose which one he likes the most. What I'm saying is, we're gonna go through a couple tastings. We've got our Glencairns. Yep. Shout out to the Whiskey Blendery. That's where I got my glass from. He's a whiskey blender. Remember, I just keep wandering in there, lost about 2 or 3 times a week to see what's going on and shooting videos. He brought, as we said, some Heaven Hill. I asked him, I said, hey, when is the best time to drink whiskey? Is it before or after we eat? In this case, he said he likes to do it before, which makes sense. Because after you get done eating, you really don't want to do too much anyway. You might finish a little cup and go and pass out somewhere. So he never got to try Golden Grains. I never got to try Happy Accident. I've never tried this Heaven Hill. And I just found out he's a fan of Amber Rose. So
like me some Amber Rose.
I'm going to pour him Amber Rose first just to see what his thoughts are. Because this is before they finished the warm apple pie.
Okay.
So he put it in the Glen. He put it in that.
Okay, so this
one.
is pre-warm apple pie 1.0 because the 2.0 is dropping. So this
yeah.
Okay.
So what I wanted to see, I was like, yo, Tim, I like that, man. Let me get a bottle of that real quick. So.
Boom.
I put that one on there. You see it's 1 or 2. I think Stan got a bottle too. I said,
Okay.
name mine Amber Rose.
Yeah, I like that. We might need to do an Amber Rose blend. Think about that.
Or just a slut walk.
Heavy on the backside. You like that? This smells amazing.
I know, man. And when he told me he was finishing the Amberana, I said, we might as well call it Miss Rose herself, since she's a nice person. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting her, but you know.
Me neither. In my dreams, man.
This Heaven Hill smells good too. What are your thoughts, man?
Wow. Really nice on the palate.
Yeah.
We go back in for a second. Wow, I like that, dude. That sounds good.
And it's got what? It's 121 too.
Yeah, that doesn't drink at 121.
That's why I liked it, bro. When we tried it, super soft on the palate, a little bit of the rye.
You get a little tingly on the gums.
It's got the right amount of spice too, man. Exactly. Perfect, man. So
good one.
I had to look. That one right there is a 1 of 2. So at the Whiskey Blender people, because I get what you call a backstage pass, I get to open up barrels and I get to try new things. So let's say he's tinkering. Tim and those guys, they tinker and make this magical whiskey every time. But sometimes when it's not finished in his mind, to me, I'm like, shit, that shit is good as hell.
No, it's really good. But he's a perfectionist, I think, and he wants the utter best, right? So, and he knows more than we do. I mean, I'm like an imbecile compared to this guy. He's a wealth of knowledge. So, but man, I love this.
Cockroach, if that's the case.
That Amber Rose is fire, dude.
I know, that's why I said.
The noses, I get like pie crust and all.
So you tasting it, right? That's supposed to. So that's when you get, or Duffy and them let warm up pie go. That's the base of it to a degree.
Oh, the 2.0?
2.0.
Okay, because I have a warm apple pie.
You do.
1.0.
He let us try the warm apple pie when we was there, and it was.
It's good, dude.
It was good.
So,
man.
and they're saying 2.0 is better. So
they were modifying it the other day. So
yeah, they put it back in the Ambrana. Duffy told me.
Yeah. They had to fix, but I like this. So I was like,
motherfucker, I'm like a fly on the wall. I'm listening to everything because I'm trying to learn, and not only learn, I want to be able to get a bottle. Like, I mean, not to flip, but to drink and share.
Wait. I gotta be honest, people. The flipping thing, I'll show you a bottle when we go to the bar that I have that they told me to make sure I save because it could be flipped in the future. And it's an old Fitzgerald bottle from Heaven Hill.
Oh,
with
the Cantor bottle?
With the red label. And I'm going to make sure he sees it, so I'm not going to open that one. I'm going to be honest.
No, that's something you don't open.
Yeah, because you can't even get it.
That's for something like a huge special occasion. Like, motherfucker, I just want $1 million. Crack that son of a bitch because I'm buying you 10.
That part right there, and then keep in mind, Tim gave me one on my birthday. He gave me a bottle from like a 21-year or 22-year-old that he had.
Oh wow!
And I said, I'm not opening that bottle until we hit 20 million sales.
There you go. So those are good goals. Those are good goals to crack bottles for.
Got to, man. I'm watching when I do 20 million. Jimmy G gonna be right there,
cheering
right with us, man. I can see it now, man.
I'm with that.
You like Miss Rose?
Like Miss Rose a lot.
That's a tough.
I would go back for seconds.
And keep this in mind, I brought a whole bottle home. We finished this before I think I left town that day.
God, I don't blame you.
It got, look, I left the blendery that day. It was full.
Well, you savored that last little bit.
I am, bro. It's a sweet and two left.
Where's the second bottle at? You might have to holler at your
Stan.
No, I had it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, and I drank it.
You drank it already?
Yeah, it's gone.
This is literally all you got left.
Yeah, because now the whiskey's changed.
And you can't replicate that. And that's the cool thing, too, I like about the blendery, is the fact that, like, some things will be 1 of 1, like, or 1 of 10, or whatever.
Bro,
like,
I got something in there, Bam Bam. I got some stuff here. We drank most of it. I got to be honest with you. We didn't drink a lot of it. But the beauty about it is, I think he's going to be in some future episodes. So if I sniff something out, I'm going to make sure I save anything for his review as well. And I think his review is going to matter to a lot of you people long term. He's got a whiskey palate. He was a part of the team that won.
Courage Cask.
Courage Cask. They won the Battle of the Blends this year, so he's got a free membership, which means he can bring people in and blend anytime he wants. He's definitely there. He loves good whiskey. And like me, I can't justify going to the store and buying whiskey when I can pull it out the barrel. So by the time we drive to the blender and spend the $125, you go.
Well, it's not, and there's some, you can't get these type of flavor profiles on a shelf, man. I mean, you just can't.
You can't, man. I got one tastes like orange juice, and I think it's all gone, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the strawberry one I had that they're gonna release, it's crazy. Like the mouth feels like creamy. Like I get all these berry fruit forward. But a lot of the wild turkey barrels that they say after 12 years they start to go from oak and vanillas and all the sweet bourbon aspects to more fruit forward. So
and
it's pretty cool.
He's got some 15-year-old that really works. So I know now. How come you didn't get to try the Golden Grains, man?
I guess that was prior to me joining the Bottle of the Month club, I think.
This ain't Bottle of the Month. This was sold.
So I don't know why I missed that. Maybe out for a short time last year. I was traveling a lot with my new job.
Now, Better Best, aka Jamarcus back here, he's our craftsman who makes a lot of the drinks. He's the one.
He made an awesome shandy, dude. This is killer, by the way.
Thanks, man.
Big ups to my man for this. Red Solo Cup.
Hey.
I'll fill you up. Let's have a party.
Let me get that out of you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So,
little palate cleanser real quick.
Yeah, a little palate cleanser. So, the Golden Grains, probably one of my favorite bottles ever there.
That's what I hear. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about it, so I'm excited.
We'll make sure we give Jimmy a good pour of that one, because that's...
Have me sideways in here. Mama, I'm coming home.
And I'm going to tell you this. Wow. Yeah, Golden Grains, when they told us, well, they told me, and Jamarcus is sitting right there. That's normally what happens. He's an ear hustler, like you. Mm-hmm. And he said, hey, it's only 4 bottles left. I said, really? I said, well, I hate to see them
grab them all.
I would have, but I said, well, give me at least 2 of them if there's 4 left. And unfortunately, I drank 1 completely. I was like, damn, that didn't last long.
Wow.
And then I got 1 saved, so he actually bought 2, and he has an extra 1 to save. So Golden Grains is one like you bring out.
This is special pours. You don't drink this often, especially because this is gone. There's no more.
And what's crazy is, so the Amber Rose that you like, he had 1 before it got to that phase of Amber Rose, before we got to warm up part 2, I had pulled out the barrel and it tastes like graham crackers. It was probably, you remember that barrel?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where it's at. It's gone. It's probably over there at the label. But when I tell you that fucking whiskey tastes like graham crackers, no finish. No, I mean they finish in Amber Rose, but Amberano. I'm tripping. Fuck the Amber Rose.
She's all in your head. Mindset play. This is fantastic, man.
But can you?
I've never had anything like this. It's very unique. I've never had anything from the blendery that tastes like this either.
That's the point. So when we tried it, mind you, guys, we've got no history in whiskey. I don't know what the fuck is going on. We walk in, and the guy starts giving us notes, and the notes are telling us, hey, you should taste strawberry, you should taste grape, you should taste cinnamon, chocolate. I'm like,
what did you taste?
Well,
it's overwhelming, right?
Exactly. So as we continue to start opening up our minds and palates and our hearts, I go, wow, this whiskey does taste crazy. So I was there when he found a barrel that tastes like mint.
Yeah.
Like mint ice cream.
Okay. I heard about this one.
So, and that was in Kentucky, to be clear. But you go, and then the strawberry one you're talking about.
Those are wild turkey barrels.
Yeah. So you go, who knew that whiskey in a barrel, out the barrel, no finish, no added syrups or none of that shit.
Right, no additives.
Could literally taste like this.
Well, mind you, it goes into the cooperages where they grow those trees.
Yeah.
It goes to where those trees, what was grown near those trees. Oak trees, white oak trees that were grown near peanut farms are going to taste like peanut.
Isn't that crazy?
That profile. They might pick up pecan notes if it's near pecan orchard. Like all these, the soil's a factor, the atmosphere. Like that's why people want old whiskey, because you can't replicate that old whiskey taste because of the soil back then was different. The atmosphere, there was just less contaminants.
Exactly.
I want to say.
That's good.
Exactly. So he's speaking my language in general, because all we keep doing, by way of people like him and at the blender, is learning that whiskey not only has crazy identity, crazy tasting, it's actually fun to share with others.
Oh,
because when I try, I go, man.
I think that's the best part about it, honestly.
Well, see, I never had friends.
Yeah.
So I never thought like, man, wait till my homeboy tries this. And Tim says all the times when he buys a bottle, he'll be like, I can't wait till so soon, because somebody might be a big Heaven Hill fan.
Right. Or a turkey fan.
A turkey. Look, there were guys there that were
Willet
like
fan. Everybody's got their own different faves, right?
And I met a guy who was obsessed with Four Roses, and he's
good
big
stuff, dude.
Brent, I think, was it Brent Elliott?
He's the master distiller for Four Roses.
So
he's amazing.
So I was able to. Tim says, "Hey, we gotta go get a video with him." Now, mind you, guys, I don't know what's going on. I said, "I got you, man." I'm recording. He went and thanked him for being a judge at the.
I saw that, and mind you, I was like, he picked ours.
Yeah.
He's like, ours was number one, and I was like, wow. For Brent Elliott is like, and that's a huge name in the whiskey industry, you know.
And so I was like, when we went to Four Roses, it was decked out, bro. Decked out. That shit was so sick. And it was pouring rain that day, and I didn't bring a jacket, so I ended up buying a fucking pullover from Four Roses. I got it in there still. I was like, that joker kind of clean. So you like golden grains then?
Love it.
We're going to have to give you a pour of that. Now, we're going to open this one right here.
Nose is fan-fucking-tastic.
Bro, that's what gets you, man.
And a lot of times with a whiskey, I like to let it sit for a minute.
Yeah, let that thing
fester. Let it open up, swirl it a little bit, and kind of let some of the ethanol release. But man, as it said, it's even getting more robust at the nose.
All those terms that they use when they're talking about whiskey. I'm like, robust, it's got identity, it's flavors. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? This is a fucking liquor, man.
Yeah, well, you know, I looked at it that way too as a kid. Like growing up, I would shoot Maker's Mark and I would drink Bud Lights, right? That was what we were doing. I mean, we were working on a buzz. Now we're a little more sophisticated with it, you know. And I think with that comes like I can't always catch a buzz because I can't afford to. Meaning I got to work the next day, and I don't recuperate the same. So, but with good booze, you don't have a hangover.
Because I know for a fact I ain't got to do nothing tomorrow. Outside to go to the gym, mind my business.
But honestly, good booze with water intake between drinks, you don't get hangovers, dude.
That's the part. I literally can wake up off the whiskey blendery stuff and not have a headache.
And especially if you hit the gym and you sweat it out, you're good to go.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Milk thistle for the liver recovery.
That man about his health too. He about
got
his health.
Man. Your health
this
is your wealth.
happy accident. So you don't know the information on this.
No, we need to get the lowdown.
I'm gonna
maybe
text
him or take a picture of Andy to Andy. Andy will have all the info on it for sure.
I will. I'll tell Andy like, yo, what's the 411 on this?
I was looking in my whiskey cabinet, and I look forward to future podcasts with you guys because I'll break out some of my some stuff that's pretty cool. Some vintage bottles I got. Original.
I pulled out a Four Roses. What I want you to try, because when I went there, they had some drops, and I said, Tim, and mind you, I don't know what's going on, people. So I said, Tim, what's drinkable? So when we got the 70-year Wild Turkey one, he goes, that's drinkable. I'm like, don't say that one.
Yeah,
and
that's pretty good. I was a little underwhelmed with it, but I need to revisit it. He poured me a little bit of it.
It wasn't great.
It was okay.
It's okay.
I love wild turkey,
So you're a turkey fan?
Yeah. And I when I first met Tim, I told him, he's like, well, what do you like? I said, I love wild turkey. And he loved that. I love wild turkey. Because they're highly respected.
We were there bright and early, man. They wasn't supposed to support none of the stuff. Tim had talked him into giving them supports at like 9 in the morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was, look, for me, it was a blast, man, because I'm like...
Well, those kind of opportunities don't come to people. Like, for you, what a blessing.
Right, and mind you, what you don't know is this. A few months ago, we've been about 4 or 5 months now.
Mm-hmm.
5 months ago, a buddy of ours asked, hey, I want to get into whiskey. So I made a few phone calls. Tim was the first person to call us back. From there, I then bottled the General, sold him back our services, which I was like, I can help you with social media. And we started doing whiskey, and here we are even talking to guys like you.
Yeah.
Had I not, I turned my thoughts into things. So
that is very cool, man. I mean, if you had not followed your instinct, we wouldn't be standing here.
Well,
well, you'd be here, but I wouldn't be here.
Well,
right?
we talked about, being a man of your word. If somebody tells me they got a dream, I'm probably one of the people that jump in like, yo, let's get it. I got you. That's right.
Sure.
Here's a plan. Here's a strategy.
Figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Challenge is 9 out of 10 people don't follow through.
Yep.
So here I'm still standing with guys like you because I saw there's something unique going on here, and we gotta lean into it.
Build on it, right?
Man, build on it, man. So I'm super excited to still be on the journey, and this is.
I don't know. I was like I was saying. I was in my
117?
whiskey cabinet, and I was like, what can I bring that he hasn't had from the blender? And I said, well, I haven't cracked this, and this is a pretty old bottle. So
it's 117. Drink smooth as shit, super flavorful.
I don't think they won, but I think they were like second place.
And he bottles the top 4 a lot of times. Yeah. So the top 4 we can make it.
And that's why I bought it. I think Ryan Wester had a part to play in this one. I like that guy. He knows his shit.
There you have it, people. So he tried Amber Rose, which actually wasn't on the menu, but he saw it. He said, oh man.
I was tempted.
Won't he do it?
Well.
And then he wanted to try Golden Grains. The last pour that I'll pour him, it's going to be some Doc Holliday just to see if you can, because that's that $65 bottle. And even at the blender, like, you're getting a $65 bottle. There's nothing that he proves below 100 a lot of times. So there's only ever been 2 bottles that he did under 100 proof. So a $65 single barrel from the Blendery Doc Holliday to have you fucked up, man.
Yeah. Hey, and that bake sale.
Oh,
that thing's fire, bro.
Look, Stan turned on this Batman. He was like, where'd that bottle go? I bought that bottle. And Tim was like, no, he bought the bottle. You guys got to give it to him. He bought bake sale yesterday because he's like, I have to have it.
It's good, bro. And it's so complex for 95 proof. I was like, what the fuck, man? But again, I mean, I don't ever, I'm not disappointed. I haven't been disappointed with anything I've ever gotten from the Blendery, whether I sampled it or whether I bought it. I mean, I didn't blink an eye at $2.25 a bottle on them wild turkeys because those are once in a lifetime opportunities, especially with the story.
But that goes back, that part too. So what goes back to is, guys, when you're drinking whiskey above 117, 115, a couple things take place. For one, it'll get you there a lot quicker. For two, you could drink a 3-ounce pour over an hour and some change and be on cruise control, right?
Yeah.
If we shot half of this bottle or went to hammer time, we'd be on our next.
Oh, we'd be bent sideways.
Sideways. So what I love is it force you to slow down, force you to have better conversations, talk to people, embrace the journey it's going to take you on. Like, I poured this now probably 3 or 4 minutes ago, and I'm in no rush to drink it because this is fucking good for one.
Well, you got to respect the ABV for sure, and you also got to let it take your time with it because over the minutes and hour, maybe an hour it takes if it's a hefty pour, it changes, it evolves.
And that was like that one. I think one of the top 4 people was the what's the one that smelled like chocolate? S'mores.
Well, yeah, s'more.
And so Tim was like, hey.
It had all of it. It had marshmallow, chocolate, and the graham cracker.
So he said, don't drink this right away. He was like, give it 10 minutes. So
and it changed.
And in 10 minutes, you nose it at basically when he pours it, you know, okay. 10 minutes later, boy, it smelled like a fucking campfire.
Way different.
Way different. And that's what's crazy about even what the oxygen did to it. So we're going to get into some more pours. We're going to get into some cuts some meat and get into this food, people. Big thank you to Jimmy G for showing up and bringing some food, man. He cooked. Seen me a picture this morning. I said, oh, that's my mouth's slapping right now. I'm hungry as a hoochie.
Hungry as a hostage.
Hey, this man sound like me. I done said that for years, boy. I say 5 hostages, because I can eat for enough folks, but right. 1 hostage will do. Because that motherfucker probably eat a pizza too.
I'm a size of 5 hostages.
Stay tuned, people, because up next, we're going to be cutting into some of this food and getting some taste tests done.
Keep it whiskey.
Man, gloves on, man. And I tell you, that turkey smells superb. It's like a Mortal Kombat, man. Look at that turkey.
So I'll give you a little tidbit of advice when you're doing any chicken, any poultry. I always soak mine overnight in salt water. That's like a brine kind of, and it keeps it moist when you're smoking.
I'm telling you right now, Jimmy, I ain't never in my life had turkey taste this good, bro.
It's pretty good.
I hate that I have to tell you the truth. And you know what the truth is? This is some of the best turkey I had in my life, people.
Well, mind you, I was a butcher for a few years, and I was a pit master. I worked a barbecue joint inside of a butcher shop. So I already had a little bit of knowledge on this, but I've always loved to cook barbecue.
I'm telling you right now, people, I've been trying new things and new meats and stuff, but when I tell you the best, I've never in my life liked turkey, to be clear. I don't like turkey breasts, none of that shit. This
is a game changer, player.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
When I say unbelievable, I literally mean unbelievable.
So I'll just keep that. This is all for you anyway, so you just got more for, you know what I'm saying, for later. I'm gonna slice it all up. But this is all you.
Hey, look, man. Food hasn't made me happy in a long time because we kind of eat to live now.
Well, guess what? We neighbors, so you're gonna get this a lot, dog.
I got that smoker back there. You didn't even see. I'm gonna get his steak on my smoker.
Oh yeah,
I got the smoker.
You're gonna have to come to my house and check out my little setup too.
Bruh.
All right, we're gonna grab these ribs. We got some St. Louis ribs. I know y'all from Missouri.
Yeah,
so I can have some St. Louis style.
Look, man. Look at that thing. Look at that. You see how that rib? That thing is folding over his hands, boy.
Yeah, it's supposed to not break. I think I might have overcooked a little bit because it's not supposed to break, but it's gonna be good.
Man, say, I'm gonna tell you right now, people. This kind of stuff will warm your soul, man.
No, it's good stuff.
And then you pair these kind of ribs with good whiskey, man.
Oh yeah, now you're talking.
So I told Jimmy, I'm gonna take some butcher classes, some archery classes. He's got all the magic right here.
You gonna get in the woods?
I'm gonna get in the woods. I don't want to, but I am.
Plenty of ribs, buddy. Mm-hmm. You know what I do with them ribs? If I don't eat them all, I'll just take them right off the bone and put them in a pot of beans. Oh, with that smoke, it'd be so good because of its flavor.
Them ribs probably taste good too, even with the meat. When you put them in greens and anything else too.
Anything like that, like greens, and you can take the bones even and use them bones and cook with the bone because it's smoked. Gives it great flavor.
Let me tell you this, man. I've met a lot of people in my life. This wasn't the first time somebody showed up, did what they said they were gonna do, and brought some shit. I can't even think back to a person that showed up with food I never had that was that good. This shit's lit.
And this is like light work, bro.
You know what? I believe him. You know why I believe him? Because he didn't flinch when he cut me a piece of it. I was like, holy shit. Like,
yeah, because I came in, I said, well, look, I know nobody's here yet, but don't you want to try this? And he's like, well, I ain't waiting for nobody. I said, well, let's do it.
Yeah, and I said, holy shit.
Yeah.
I got to figure out how to get how'd you get the seasoning on there to stay like that?
Okay, so I always use a mustard. Whether it's a Creole mustard. Yep. And I also season my meat the night before. And I let it set. And then the peach paper is a benefit too. It helps hold moisture on any of your meat. I love brisket, but when I found out that the beef is fucking with you.
Trust me.
It's cool because I can do porks and the turkey. To me, that turkey is just as good as any brisket. And it's way better for you. Some people will argue me down. I took some burn-ins over to Andy and them at the Brundery. They loved them. Raved and reviewed about it, but now I know you don't like beef. We got options. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, we do got the shrimp coming up.
Oh yeah, he's gonna make. So he did this. He made bacon wrapped shrimp.
Prosciutto.
And he goes, yo, can I said, yeah, for sure. He was like, all right, I'm gonna cook that at the house. So now We about to get into, he gonna break down cooking shrimp.
So I got them on skewers. They're 1620 shelled into vein shrimp, and I just wrapped them with prosciutto, and they're on skewers, and they're gonna be fire.
All I'm gonna tell you is this, man. I'm excited, and I don't get excited. Jamarcus asked me, he said, "Hey, we'll get you something." I said, "Fucking nothing, nigga. It's all work." This is fun. I know what I need to do. But when you meet people, I love that you're passionate about food. So what I'm enjoying is just being able to sit back and highlight you. I did some venison rack. I'm gonna cut mine up, make a little sauce.
Yeah, you get after it. And I think the same concept with whiskey is for me is the same with food. Oh, yeah. It's a servitude. It's to bring people together. Oh my God! Look at that. So now you're talking my language. Give me that lollipop, player.
So what I did was
that.
Yeah. And he got that. This that butcher knife right here, boy. When you go,
it's a carving knife for sure.
Go ahead, man. You know what you're doing. I don't know how to even cut them things, bro. That's
all right.
I literally,
so
I be chopping that motherfucker up, fucking up.
You're gonna cut right between the bone. But I'll show you. Yep.
Jimmy G about to put us on game. But I tried my best. This is the first time with me cooking. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be good.
Bro, this smells so good.
Now I know how to cook.
I like venison.
I hate, get this, I bought it yesterday on the way to the Whiskey Wobble. They was with me, so I said, y'all, we gotta stop by fucking Wild Fork. And I didn't have
nice.
I didn't have
there.
It's good. You'll like it. I didn't have time to do what I normally do because I'll fuck with meat over 2 to 3 days before I even cook it.
Sure, like prepping it.
All the prep. So I did this morning.
Hey, sometimes a quick prep's all right too. It all works out. Like that turkey was this morning.
Oh, if that was this morning, I'd hate to see it over 2
days. The ribs were last night, but the turkey was this morning.
The turkeys, when I say amazing, I repeat, I don't use that amazing word a lot, man.
So you're just gonna go right between the bones there. Okay. Do you want one bone or two?
Nah, give them one. Give them one. Everybody get one bone. One bone.
Perfect. Like butter, baby.
So that means I cooked it relatively okay.
Oh, you cooked it right.
Dang. Woo! And I wouldn't know where else to be, Jimmy. Where else would shit they be if they not here, man?
They should be here. Where everybody at?
Where your ass was at when them niggas wasn't? Where were you? This shit here. Jimmy better have me get back into that cooking bag, man. Look at that junk there. Put it back in that sauce.
Let's throw this up in there too. All them good juice. We ain't wasting nothing.
Wrap it back up. Let it sit.
We prep now.
We prep now, boy. Look, it's showtime, people. We about to plate some stuff. He's gonna cook the shrimp. We're gonna get that recorded. Walk us through what that's like. How do you even wrap shrimp? I don't even fucking know, bro.
It's pretty easy. Especially prosciutto because it's like this wide.
I'm here to learn, man.
Yeah. Hey, what is it? Keep it whiskey, take care of your dog.
He goes, now this is one you don't ever open. I said, never, he said, only when it's super important.
That's what I said, like when you hit it big, when you reach a goal that you've been trying to reach, that's something you crack.
And then
this bottle too, dude.
See, so you know, look, and look, this one right here.
Oh, Heaven Help, William Heaven Help. 18 year? Wow.
He goes, if you don't want it, just buy it and I'll send you the money. I said, no, if it's that serious, I'm
Parker
gonna keep it.
Heritage?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I got the Parker one too.
That shit's good. So Parker Beam was related to the Beams, but went to work for Heaven Hill. Did you know that?
No, I do.
Yep, Parker Beam.
So Parker was Jimmy Bean's who?
I don't know. It was Jim Beam's. I don't know. Maybe his son or grandson. I don't.
Oh yeah, this that graham cracker one I was telling you. This motherfucker got.
Let me see who Parker Beam was in relation.
That's good. Look,
who was Parker Beam in relation?
So even that right there, man. It's a Parker. This is the age 14 years. Tim said, "Don't drink this, don't drink this, and don't drink this." And you see this one here, got a dollar sign. From what I've learned about this particular bottle, they take IDs. You can only buy one of these normally, one per year. Now, if you get somebody else to stand in line, you can get it. You can definitely buy it on the secondary market. But this old Fitzgerald bottle, whatever this is, I have no clue what's going on still, people. So shout out to everybody that's competing with us on our whiskey journey. You just like, oh, that's a special bottle. So
definitely.
I go, well, And then, like you said, the Four Roses one too.
Fire.
See?
What recipe is that one?
Check it out, man. I don't know.
So this is OESV. They have like 12 or 13 different recipes.
See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, here you go. What's this one? Look on this side, other side. Right. Oh, let me see. Maybe I missed it. This one's OBSQ. So they got different. And what a lot of people. Yeah, it's a recipe. It's like a mash bill. Okay. And this one is OESV. See, so people like to get all of them, all 12, and have them.
All 12 recipes?
Mm-hmm, and they release them every year. And these are single barrel proof. They sell. You can find the single barrel, but the single barrel proof are the special ones.
So when I was there at Four Roses,
you got 3.
Tim goes, "You got to buy all these." And mind you, people, I don't know whiskey. I'm like, you know what? I can spend $1,000.
I think at this point you do know whiskey.
I'm gonna learn more because of people like you and Tim.
But you're drinking top-notch stuff. So
only because I'm with you guys.
Yeah, but you're starting at the top. So essentially, you already have a good knowledge base.
We're working on it, man. Cause like you're telling me, like I didn't even know. I said, Tim, all these bottles look the same. He was like, Trevor.
Different mash bills.
Mash bills, recipes, etc. And you literally knew where to look. I had no clue where to look. But point is, he said they're special. Tim told me they're special. Mm-hmm. I know I spent like $489 that morning. And I'm like, damn, this better be special.
And honestly, that's a great deal. What you spent,
I mean, same thing with this
these
bottle.
These are 10 plus old, right? 10 years, 10 plus
really?
years.
See, look. This is a 13-year age old Fitzgerald too.
Pretty sure most of these are 10 years plus. I could be wrong on that, but...
But either way it goes, you speak in my language because you go, oh wow.
Now see, this is a bottle that people rant and rave about that I just...
Blanton's?
It's underwhelming to me. The only thing I like from Blanton's, I've had a barrel pick that was amazing, that was a gold, Blanton's Gold, and then I do like the straight from the barrel, but like... I'd rather have an Elmer T. Lee than a Blanton's, personally.
And who is Elmer T. Lee?
So Elmer T. Lee, it's a brand from Buffalo Trace, and he was a distiller for Buffalo Trace, and he is the reason that Blanton's single barrel exists. He started this.
Guys, that's like a mic drop for me because once again, all in an episode you're seeing in real time. This right here might be the new Whiskey Wanderer.
Hey, I've been wandering for a long time, and whiskey is always in my hand, so sounds like a good name.
and I'm deeming myself Mr. Whiskey, kind of like Mr. Wonderful off of Shark Tank.
But the color of that is fantastic.
We're going to give you tons of opinions. What's funny is this is a bottle Jamarcus found. So guy behind the camera, he calls me and says, hey, I asked him to go and get me some things from the store. He says, hey, they got a bottle of Blanton's here. There's only one left. Would you be interested in getting it? And I said, yeah. How much is it? He said, $1.80.
$1.80. Okay, that's way high. You know how much the MSRP is on that?
How much?
It's like probably $60.
See what I'm saying?
And that's ridiculous that people are doing that. I mean, look, I get it though. It's a hype, so it's good. It's good and it's bad, right? Because it's good for the fact that we got people interested in wanting to buy whiskey. Yeah. It's bad because people are gouging. Is that fair?
And that's at the liquor store. They was hitting them over the head for $1.80.
That's secondary market at the liquor store. Like, come on, that doesn't seem fair to me.
So now it makes sense why Tim goes. He goes, oh God, that's Tim's face. You spent what? Yeah. He was like, I done gave you a bottle of that shit. I could have gave you a gold one for less. And to your point, you go, that's fucking ridiculous. Even Pappy's only like $200,
bro.
But it got popular.
Yeah, well, exactly, and it's marketable, right? Because it's all about the availability of it.
Yeah.
But there are bottles on the shelf that are available that drink just as good as high dollar shit.
So what's your top 3 bottles that you love on
like
the shelf?
Like a daily driver type thing?
Daily
like something
driver.
that is like for a working blue collar man could drink every day and love?
Hey.
Old Granddad 114, Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. Those are $20 bottles.
Oh shit.
And they drink, one's 100 proof, the other's 114. I mean, those are solid pours. And they're full flavored, robust, and delicious. Evan Williams is made by Heaven Hill, and Old Granddad's a bean product. So,
all I'm gonna tell you is once again, whiskey has not ceased to amaze me, because it keeps ceasing to amaze. It's like it's saying, I'm amazed.
Yeah, you learn so much. And by the way, let's go back to Parker Heritage. He's the grandnephew of Jim Beam. So that was his uncle.
Oh shit.
His great uncle. Isn't that cool? But the whiskey community, especially in Kentucky, is tight knit, dude. When things go bad, they look out for each other. Like they really are a tight-knit community, and they care about each other.
That's what I'm trying to bring here, man. I've never been able to find or build a community or be in a community of people that care quite a bit. So, you know, I say meeting you, you in the home, you teaching us some stuff, you giving us perspective, giving us
what an honor to have me. I appreciate it. It's an honor to be here, a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to more episodes.
Hey,
it's been awesome.
I couldn't now, you know, you meet certain people in life, and I tell you, man, when I met this dude, he's a ball of energy and joy. So I said, bro,
we cut up. We get to laughing a little bit.
Yeah,
especially if I have a few whiskeys, because I really cut loose.
I said, I think, you know, Jamarcus knows now. I said, I think, you know, I'll say like, yo, I think this guy's special or something. Like, there's something here, and we got to figure it out. And knowing that he loves whiskey, he loves the blendery, he loves the journey. He loves the journey, and you go, we could do some stuff with this guy. And that's been my thing. I love to find the right people, work with the right people, and build amazing things that help people. Mind you, this is also people, hey, I want to get into whiskey. Follow my guy.
End of the day, it's all about servitude. It's all about helping our community. It's all about building camaraderie and doing right by people.
Oh yeah, yeah, and this is one of the things where you go, wow. So now I'm pouring some Four Roses as well. He gonna get into making this shrimp, people. Yeah. This is probably, you know, I think about all the stuff that I shoot over, and I've shot a ton of stuff, thousands of videos, literally. This is one of the ones where I'm so glad he said yes today. I'm so glad my people are here. I normally don't check on people. I even text Stan. I say, yo, my man, you say he's gonna be here by 3. What's the word?
Now, he told me he had some dog work to do.
Yeah. So he's like, I'll be there in 22 minutes. Bring
your ass. Your strips is on the grill.
They told me to keep it whiskey, man.
Yes, sir.
We actually had to come to Jimmy G's house, man.
Hey, yeah, we had to swap the environment for a minute, real quick.
I don't have a grill. Now he gonna make me go buy a grill. I gotta buy a grill, man.
So this is dope about my grill. So this is a pellet smoker, but it also is a grill. So it can sear steaks and also do like long smokes. And you just fill up this part right here with pellet, and it's easy, man. You turn it on, you set it. I mean, forget it. They even got probes you can put in your meat.
Oh shit! I just look at this. What does this say, people? Oklahoma Joe's. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
So in Kansas City, you know we got Oklahoma Joe's there, right?
Oh yeah, it's a big deal. They make great pits.
Yep.
What's crazy is my grandfather. Y'all don't know this. Y'all never gonna be able to see him. He died a couple years ago. Yeah. And he was like, he moved mad slow. He had rickets, but I was like, Grandpa, you gotta have Oklahoma Joe's. So I made sure it's a spot in Leawood, Kansas, that I got him out there before he checked out, man. So this for me is like, he's a Trev. He called me. He's my middle name, Trevor.
That was your papa talking to you right there.
Hey, look,
saying what's up.
He goes, man, them the best fries I ever had. He tear them fries up, boy. But Oklahoma Joe's is a staple in Kansas City, because now it's just called Kansas City.
Joe's Kansas City.
Okay, Joe's, because they split. They split. But that's some good barbecue. The Z-Man, if you're in Kansas City and you at 47th Street, you go down there and get you that gas station one, that Z-Man with that onion ring on it.
Oh, now you talking. All right.
Man, say.
We need to get to Kansas City.
Let's go.
I'm gonna fuck around. I mean, taking a trip, nigga. I don't even want to go back, nigga, but that food is lit, nigga. I'm telling you that. So, this works both ways, which is brilliant.
It's kind of cool, right?
What's the price on this?
So check this out. This is the trip. So I was working up in Iowa on a pipeline, a carbon capture pipeline, and I went into the Lowe's, just shooting the breeze. They had this on the floor for $500. These are $1,200 units. So I bought that motherfucker and put it in the truck, strapped it down, and took it to Texas.
I bought mine for $500 and don't do this.
Yeah.
I got a $500 smoke in the backyard right now. That matter of fact, before I bought anything else, I bought the smoker because I knew I was gonna be cooking.
So this is the pellet, and then that's my stick burner behind us, and that's for wood and charcoal.
Yeah, but wood give a good
wood is where it's at. That turkey was cooked on wood.
That makes sense, man.
The ribs was cooked in here.
He could look. All I'm thinking is about how much money I need to make so I can go buy some more stuff. Because if I get that turkey to taste just a tenth of what you did, bro, I kid you not.
It'll be so easy. We'll buy a couple and we'll do it at your place. I'll show you from the start to finish, from beginning to end, and then you'll be honed in on it, and it'll be nothing.
Man, look, he thinks like I think because I literally buy things in threes, and I see how many times I can get it wrong, so I get it right.
Oh, but we're going to do it right on the first go.
No, when you got guidance, I tell people, before you find, I say in the dog world, a dog, find a mentor. In this case...
Well, look, I can fuck up a wet dream, so let me tell you, I'm just going to tell you this, that it's trial and error for sure, but you can't fuck up barbecue, because it's indirect heat, you can't really burn it. Yeah. You know, but there are some things you need to learn about with like dirty smoke compared to like clean smoke and stuff like that, which you probably already know. I
got some basic information on that, but again, my whole life is based on being a student of life. I could be anything. I was like, how many places can life take me? And I kid you not, bro. You don't know. He don't know a lot about me yet, but we're gonna definitely get into some personal talks. I've closed off the world for so long. You couldn't find 10 people in 10 years that know me. So for me to be in this space where I'm at this man's house, he's been in my house, and learning and loving it.
Like, it's cool. It's like life's a journey, right?
Yeah, man. And even him, like he goes, oh, I forgot the shrimp. Let me go back get it. This is the second time he had to come home. Thank God he ain't too far from where I'm at. Just so we can cook. He's like, oh, I cook it at the house. He's like, you ain't got no grill back. We just go, y'all load up.
I said, let's mob.
The best way to put it. So he gonna walk us through grilling his shrimp, how he puts it together. I'm gonna step back, let Jamarcus do his thing, walk them through that process. Cool. Once it gets going, stay tuned, people. Keep it whiskey, man.
Yes, sir, and take care of your dogs. Few things. Most of this is all open. There's some of these aren't open. And then if you want to try any of that Kentucky stuff, that wild turkey stuff, we can get after it. And most of this stuff's all not opened. No. But anything in there you want to crack, man, get after it.
I ain't got nothing to crack, bro. I mean, this is what I love. So what's in this right here? This is the Bulldog.
I saw that. I was in Illinois working, and I was like, I'm a Bulldog fanatic. First of all, I'm a Georgia Bulldog. Second of all...
Did I tell you I'm getting a Bulldog?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. A buddy of mine, he breeds bulky built. He's got Bulldogs. So I said, Chris, I think it's time for me to get a dog that's a little bit more chill.
Well, you're gonna love your Bulldog. They got personality, but they are really laid back. Chill dogs.
He gonna send me one that's a little bit of the louder. He said he ain't gonna breathe the best, but he'll do some work, but he'll also chill with you. And I said, that's how I want a nigga to drink some beer with me too. Yeah. Have some fun stuff with him.
This dude don't like beer. He likes whiskey cube. I used to drink my whiskey on a big rock, and he'd love eating on that rock. But if I blew smoke in his face, or if I try to get him to sip on some beer, he's like, get out of here, player. I'm square. He like a pool table, green and square. You hear me?
Well, what's one of your favorite whiskeys that you have in this collection?
Favorite? So a recent favorite?
Yeah.
And let me get you a Glen and you can try it.
And this says Bomb Burgers.
Yep. Made by Michter.
Made by Michter. Oh wow. Let's get a little pour of this. People, you want us pour?
Thank you so much.
Marcus love to give me a little taste.
This is gonna be the infamous hand right here. That hand just coming in front of the camera randomly.
Oh man. Oh damn, hold on. Give me some more of that.
That's all right. Pour as much as you want.
I love.
They make more.
Can you show me the label one more time, please? Thank you.
So what makes it special?
Well, I don't know. I like it. I was coming back from Indiana, and I drove up the last time, and so I passed by Louisville. I dropped into Michter's downtown in downtown Louisville, and I grabbed that in the Shanks, and it's fantastic.
108. Oh wow. It's a rye?
No, it's a bourbon.
Yeah, it tastes a little sweet.
Yeah, I could taste the sweetness.
But it's got complexity.
Mm-hmm.
It does. That's what I was at. I can almost. It's crazy because I can feel the spice, but I don't taste it. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times when you drink rye, you can taste the spice. And, ooh, that's a rye for sure.
Yeah, that hug.
Yeah, but I had to ask because I don't taste the rye, but I feel like it's rye. But for sure, as he said, it's a bourbon, 108 proof.
Now they say that Willet Purple Top's really good. We can crack that if you guys want to.
I've never had good Willet. I don't like it. So if you got something that you think is like worthy,
I have some Hirsch that's Willet juice that they bought, kind of like how Blendery bought the turkey barrels. And,
yeah.
I have some Hirsch that's double oaked. They bought the barrel from Willet, and they obviously put their name on it, but they double oaked it, so they finished it in a fresh cask. It's delicious, dude.
Sheesh.
I just got that from a club I'm a part of, Suburban Dad Club. Shout out to Suburban Dad Club. Good peoples.
So you gonna have to be a part of my club too, right?
I mean, I thought I was.
You are.
Hey, this is the initiation.
Hey, you got to get on an episode in the podcast to get initiated.
Yeah. That's the hazing process. Forgetting the shrimp and shit.
What's the purpose or beauty about being a part of the club? Because one thing I learned when I got into whiskey, it's all club based.
Yeah.
And then people buy stuff. So I said, damn, Tim, I gotta start a club too then. But I only want 3 of us tops making choices.
Yeah.
And I want it to be based on entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So now you're not investing in the club, you're investing in your future.
Sure.
The byproduct of that is we share bourbon and do whiskey and whiteboards.
Nice.
So,
I like that.
So I'm thinking, as I've learned from everybody, I like that people get together. I like teaching and learning more, and I love to see people grow. Mm-hmm. And even when you shared your vision and your future, I said, man, I love to be able to invest in your first truck or your first business and say, hey, here's $100,000, man. Go live your dream. And things like this, I think, can create it. So ours is Get It or Not. The club is called Keep It Whiskey.
I like it.
And Tim, that's what Tim goes.
The mantra has been coming out of my mouth all day, so
Yeah.
I always keep it whiskey and I always keep it 100.
He 2 for 2. He 2 for 2, buddy. So
I'm batting out 1,000 right now. So.
look, Stan called right now. Stan,
Stanley man, what's happening?
Is it on Boston or Cleveland?
Boston.
Boston. It's a black truck out front.
4408.
4408.
White mailbox.
Yeah, nigga, might have you in the back, but don't worry about it. We'll see you in a second, bedroom. Yeah, it's a Dodge Ram in the front. It's a Ram, right? There's a big old boy in the front, man. And you just park behind it, and then we'll see you because we in the front row right now.
Yep.
All right, peace. Look, bro.
What you think about that bum burger?
I know this right here is a super good pork.
It's for me. It's like one of them just mellow chill. It's very good, but it's like when you just chilling, you know.
The kind of whiskeys you've already introduced to us, for me, remind me of like I'll be on the game.
Yep.
So you say, man, I could play this, drink a little bit of whiskey.
Fucking watching the game.
Yeah, watching the game, and I'll be playing the game. So
Yeah.
watching the game, both of them things, man. So when Stan gets here, we'll open up the Willet. We'll get perspective.
I'm down for that. Let's
And guys, he's gonna make me go buy some new stuff.
So you were talking about the clubs, and so most of the clubs I've been a part of, I'm pretty new to that scene. I've always been kind of a lone wolf, solo dolo kind of fella.
Yeah.
But I do got people. People love me, you know, and I love people, but I don't love everybody all the time. And I think
know.
that people don't get that part. But I'm an introvert, extrovert. I got a lot of energy, but then I got to go home and recharge. But most of these clubs are based on charitable things, and I like that aspect of it. But what you're talking about, yo, man, that is so cool because it's goal oriented, right? And it's like you're being productive with it, right?
That's what I learned. I said, I'm always gonna be a guy who loves business, and the only way to do that is to highlight people like you who can help guide people in their business.
Absolutely.
So if we're gonna be giving, what better way to give people trademark, lawyers, all these things that help them create their vision, their plan.
Right.
Let's
Stan the man.
Stan the dog man, boy, he's like a crackhead. I'm telling you right there.
We can do it.
Camera ready, baby.
Hey, my man, we can do a fat dad while you're here too.
What's a fat dad?
Like
Hey.
weed. That's what white folks call weed.
Whiskey and weed. Oh my God.
I'm from there.
Did they win yesterday?
They did. We beat them Texas Longhorns.
Yeah.
We should be number one now. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm a Canes fan, so we top 10.
Oh, Canes looking good. They won yesterday too. I thought Louisville gave them a little run for their money, but at the end of the day,
They said
that
they won at the
quarterback's
end.
fire.
We'll stay tuned because we're gonna crack that Willet in a second.
Yep, I'm gonna we're gonna get these shrimp on the
let's
grill,
get the shrimp going.
and then we'll take another break and have that Willet next.
Perfect.
So we're about to throw the shrimp on.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna walk them through this process, man. Is there anything special that you do through this step?
So it's already prepped. All I gotta do now is basically just throw them on here and just make sure that I don't let that prosciutto burn. What we call gabagool.
Yeah.
The gabagool.
Yeah. And prosciutto's a lot more thin than bacon, actually.
It is, but it's double wrapped. It's wrapped up pretty good because I got it. If you can see it,
Gotcha.
I wrapped them up pretty good in there.
Man, look at that.
Kind of see it.
Look at that.
So we just gonna slap them bad boys up here like this. I kind of try to get that with this stuff. Because once it starts to cook, it'll crisp up.
Yeah.
And it'll hold its shape. Does that make sense?
Yep.
But until then, it's kind of like, you see how it's kind of loosey-goosey?
Yep.
But this is going to be, I've never done the prosciutto wrap, man. This was something I just spur of the moment decided I wanted to try.
Interesting.
I normally do a bacon wrap.
Yeah.
But this is cool.
Prosciutto is, and people who do not know what prosciutto is, it's basically just cured bacon in a sense, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's like bacon. It's like Serrano ham, kind of. It's aged a little bit longer, I think.
Yeah.
And, you want to get
Yeah, I get that last shot right there.
Yep. The cool thing about this grill is you see it has sear and smoke. So when you open it, you get flames directly. When you close it, you just get the smoke. Holds the same. Pretty legit, bro.
That's sick. Man, stay tuned, people. We're gonna see the finished product here shortly.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Shrimp on. Guess we can crack this bad boy. Who wants to do the honors?
You go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So this bottle, let's talk about this bottle first. Let's give it a little bit of time for this bottle. This was a charitable organization. This is Sean's bottle. So Sean was a brother to Randall Sullivan, who unfortunately committed suicide. So this bottle is in commemorative of Sean. And so Randall Sullivan is a guy who has a podcast as well. He's part of Someone Say Whiskey. But just wanted to reflect on that for a minute and just big shout out to Randall.
Do you know why he committed suicide?
I don't know. I know he was a veteran. I know he was dealing with some things in his life as far as just from war trauma and things of that nature. But I just definitely wanted to just drop a little jewel and just give him a thought of a shout out and just
I think that's super important. There are more men struggling than there aren't.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we don't have a lot of times safe places to go to communicate, to share with others, to cry, to be men. And part of that growth requires reflection.
Yep.
And in your reflective thoughts is when you, that's when shit gets dark. If you don't have somebody like him or others around me to pull you out, you can stay there, man.
Yeah, you need a sounding board. And men we're taught at a young age to bottle our feelings, and that ain't healthy. We got to be able to express it, get it out, and then figure out a way to move forward. So anyway, just want to shout that out about Sean's bottle.
Yeah, I appreciate it because I think it's super. Look, we live in a very tumultuous time, and as mental health becomes something that becomes normal to communicate and talk about, I've met a lot of men who are struggling, and I'm one of them. To be clear, I'm a product of a fucked up environment, and every day you're working through something, trying to find moments of peace, moments of quiet, moments of silence, clarity, man. A lot of people counting on you, and sometimes you got nowhere to go, man.
Yeah.
So, I love that.
I was just talking about that yesterday on my Snap, because Waka Flocka was one of my homies' songs that he loved. He loved Waka Flocka, and he had tore his hamstring. I think I told you about it, and he jumped in front of a train.
See what I'm saying? You literally never know where someone's head's at. I'll tell you something right now. I know where my head's at. Okay, all right, that's good. So did they?
Now this proof on this is very low for a Willett family estate. It's normally pretty high, and I think this one is 1014.
100 is good.
They're normally a lot higher.
Keep it a buck.
Oh man, thank you so much.
Oh snap! I'm about to drown myself. I done fell. I fell in love with the Coke. Grab that, Sam.
Thank you, buddy.
So, Willett.
You say you didn't like Willett?
I'm not a Willett fan, bro. I've had it a few times, but you know what? I started learning, kind of like Basil Hayden being a part of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
I didn't know that everybody owns a little bit of everything.
Yeah. And did you know the old granddad is basically Basil Hayden, and it's just amped up, same mash bill. So basically,
Man, I got a lot of pecan on the nose.
oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
They say this bottle's phenomenal, and for it to be so low, the complexity of it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. But there's a like I said, you learn, the more you delve into it, the more you realize that there's a lot of these things, these conglomerates have a lot of the similarities. You know what I mean?
Very, very similar. You know, the thing that's uncommon but common is meeting people like Jimmy, and being able to like connect, talk, learn, live. You almost fall in love with what whiskey's doing to you, and for you. And I didn't come into it with that intent. I was like, oh, build a brand is. I'm like, I actually like these people.
Yeah.
It's throwing you off because you go, I didn't sign up for that part.
Yep.
But here we are today, and mind you, I've seen him 4 or 5 times before I recommended us doing a video and cooking and all that other stuff. And he's been full charge every fucking time. And all I think is, I tell Jamar, I say, yo, I like that Jimmy, man.
Yeah, no. I like you guys too. Like, I think we clicked from day one.
Yeah, man.
But
real recognize real.
Yeah, and genuine people, birds of a feather flock together. So, real recognize real, and so I think that's the name of the game. Is we just understood we was on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Hook up.
Yeah, yeah. And this has been a blast. Even him sharing this, like opening bottles. Tim said the same thing. I'm gonna get Tim talking about it.
Yeah, because I paid a lot. I overpaid for that, but I did it because of the charitable organization too. Yeah. What it was representing, right? The money to me it's not obsolete because money's important, but at the same time, money's a vessel. You will never see a hearse with a U-Haul behind it.
That's what Denzel said it. But that's what got me. That's why I'm here too. It's because you start leaning into like, what does living look like? See, I've lost a lot. I've never lived a lot.
Right.
So when you start living and embracing the journey life take you on, and you meet people like you who are loving, caring, considerate, consistent, clear.
That part, consistent.
You go, oh wow, buddy.
Yeah, because we're last of a dying breed.
I know for a fact I'm gonna die. See, if there's one fact in life, we all gotta die.
Yeah.
What I might not never do is live if I start thinking about what I don't have, what I might not never get. And I'm like, if I got Jimmy G, Stan, I got Jamarcus and others in my life, I said, well, guys, we'll be okay.
Dude, the state of gratitude is so important in our mindset because if you're not grateful for what you got, then I just don't get that part. But I think if we can get to a point where we have gratefulness in our heart, true gratefulness, you're content and happy. You don't have to have much, We grew up poor. My mom came from dirt floor poor. My granddaddy was a sharecropper in Georgia. So we don't come from money.
That means brother only made money on the stuff he could work. So let's say you get into a cotton field. He only made money if he pulls 200 or 300 pounds of cotton.
After he pays his rent to the landowner.
So he might break even for a little bit.
It was enough to survive, let's say that.
And y'all don't, this is sharecropping, that's some slave stuff, but for those that don't know, that sharecropping is work.
It's work.
It's work at its finest, man, because it's what keeps us going. So I can't thank him enough for allowing us in his home, spending the day with us. We ain't even done, people.
Yeah, we still working.
I say it all the time. What are you doing? No, I'm still working. So when people are like, I got nothing else. I gave everything I had today.
Yeah.
And it's people like him that make days like this worth living, man. And shout out to Stan for showing up and pulling up per usual, man, coming. We got a lot of stuff we're going to put him on. And some great food when we get back, man. He's like, how's would you want to live and die, man?
I ain't all day, so I'm ready for
I'll
this.
tell you, at some point, my stomach growled at about 11 o'clock. I said, I got to wait. I don't want no coffee or nothing. I'm only here for the fucking food today, bro.
I feel that. On that note, I'm going to check those shrimp.
Let's go, man.
Get them. We're doing a little light check.
A little flippy. And then once they get that side a little bit, then I'm going to put them down that charm and we done. They're looking good.
Oh, yeah, they're looking great.
Jeez, I can do
And I can see what you mean by that prosciutto, man, because it's so thin. So it's already
see how it's almost like gripping it?
Yeah, that's
it's like
the part.
folding up on it.
Bacon for the most part would actually still be relatively
thick.
separate.
Because it's so thick, right?
Yeah.
Even the thin bacon. That's why I like the prosciutto. I thought it might work good.
That's a smart touch, man.
Yep.
Man.
So we're gonna
about to see you here soon, people. Stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
So, man, let's see what we got.
Let me grab that door.
Woo! Woo-hoo! That color right there.
That look nice, huh?
That color right there is what you're looking for.
Isn't that perfect?
Man.
Look at that.
Man.
You know what I like about it too?
Go ahead.
Is the fact that it's like up here, so it's getting that char on it, but it's giving it time to like really glaze on it, bro.
Yeah, man.
These are bready, bro.
Oh, yeah, those look good, man.
Don't they?
Yeah, and that prosciutto did exactly what you were talking about. It just
molded it. Almost like a mold,
bro.
right?
Yeah, man.
I'm just gonna slap them on here just for a quick second. Do some direct heat for a quick second, and then we're gonna pull them out.
was there anything you did specifically in terms of marinating it or anything?
I used a garlic, pepper, and salt with olive oil, and I let it sit in a Ziploc baggie for a day or two in the fridge. That's it. Real simple, man.
How important would you say it is when it comes to marinating shrimp or anything in general?
Well, depends on what you're marinating. The shrimp is you could do it the day of. You could do it right then and do it. It's really not matter. But I think with bigger pieces of meat, it's important to do it prior to.
And do you do any whiskey marinades?
I haven't, but I've heard of doing a wet aged steak with whiskey, where you wrap a whiskey, like a towel soaked in whiskey in a dry age, and you wet age it. That sounds pretty cool.
Man, well, it sounds like something we might have to do on the channel.
Definitely, but let's go partake.
Oh my God, that looks amazing.
Is there?
Stay tuned, people. We're about to test this, try this, and enjoy this. And as always, what? Keep it whiskey.
Keep it whiskey, people. Go ahead, though. You want me to pull them off of here? Let me get a...
You got the gloves like me.
Oh, yeah.
I keep them gloves, bro. I keep them coming.
Yes, sir.
I just want y'all. Golly. Now.
Careful.
Oh, yeah.
Burn your face off. What do you think?
Superb. You mean that Mortal Kombat scene? Superb. It's hot.
Oh, yeah. Flawless victory. Toasty. Remember the uppercut?
Oh yeah. Hey.
They're hot, so don't burn yourself. If you want a little plate.
Guys, let me tell you this.
What do you think about that, y'all?
Boy, Jimmy D has done it yet again, people. Let me be honest with you.
You're welcome.
I ain't been a lot of places on God, Clarence Cochran Sr., that have ever intrigued me when it comes to eating people's food. And I'll tell you this, nothing that I've tasted has been unnoteworthy. What I'm saying is it's all good.
Yes, sir.
And that's amazing.
You like it?
Oh my.
Can you imagine that over like a shrimp and grits with some greens around it in a bowl? Like some savory grits, not like breakfast grits, but like some savory cheese grits, and you top it with that shrimp and you got some greens with that. Now that's what you talk about, good cooking.
All he's making me do is thank God that I'm headed back to go eat all that other good stuff that he made.
Oh yeah, they got a plethora. You're gonna have some food for a few days too.
There's a go, man.
Yes, sir.
I be in town, I get to work out, I get to eat good fucking barbecue, bro. What better way to live? In this case, what better way to die? So this is shrimp wrapped in prosciutto, man. Yeah. What's the trick to wrapping prosciutto or wrapping shrimp? How do you cook it, man?
First time I ever done it.
Really?
Never done this before. So this is kind of, I've done bacon wrapped shrimp where I'll stuff it with a little piece of jalapeno, cheese, and then bacon wrap it. But this is prosciutto, and I like the way the prosciutto kind of molded too. So I put it on the top rack so it wasn't getting that straight heat. So it kind of like almost melted on it. Like you see how it kind of fits like a glove around it? Mm-hmm. And so I think it worked out good. I'll definitely do it again.
Oh yeah. I recommend it.
And so I seasoned it with salt, garlic, and pepper with olive oil, and then I wrapped it in the prosciutto. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe even over pasta it might be good. Ooh, could you imagine that with some like
I'm not even a shrimp fan, and I'm like, I want to know.
Like cacio de pepe, so basically like noodles with cheese and that on top. Boom.
It's delicious.
But it's a good day today, and I'm glad we got to like fellowship and eat some break bread together. Like, it's nothing like that. I mean, that's the part of the thing about life that's important is like moments like right now. This is what life's about.
Yes, sir.
So I get back to you. I made 2 things of venison rack. Eat me some turkey. I don't know, make a turkey sandwich with some chips. I made a little spinach, some mashed potatoes so that we don't have to be without mashed potatoes. And then he made some ribs, got barbecue sauce. And we're going to get into some more whiskey and even more importantly, get into a good podcast. This guy right here, he's lived. For those young people watching, the best people you can learn from are the people who are living, learning, and leading. And what he's done today has led us into a world of opportunity because he's not held anything back. And you see a bottle, open it. I made these things. He was a butcher. All I'm thinking is about how many things we could teach all those people that are going to be viewing and attempting to do. This is amazing.
Thank you.
I do mean that, like, I can't remember the last time I had shrimp wrapped in anything because I don't think I've ever had, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
And the fact that you did this with prosciutto, and again, Stan saying, hey, I'm not a shrimp guy.
And you love it.
Marcus is a food person myself, so he's always enjoyed being around me because I cook. But I love now that there's another guy who cooks the way I cook with the intent to better people. Yeah. So I only make food to be like, oh, you never tried that before. Well, wait till you try this. This is good shit, dude.
Nice. Well, they say bacon makes everything better, and to me, prosciutto's like Italian bacon, so boom.
I got nothing else for you, people. Stay tuned, because in the next part, we're sitting there eating some of this fucking fire ribs and all that other shit, man.
Yeah, and drinking some more whiskey. Keep it with you, people.